Welcome back to the Coach John Clark Show. I'm Samantha Burford here at Cumberland Valley National Bank in Berea. We're in their new Berea location, and it is just across the street from Madison Southern. And of course, today we're going to talk to Damien Harris. And many of you have been wanting to talk to Damien Harris, so here's your chance. I know you guys get a lot of interview time and a lot of reporters trying to get in touch with you. So congratulations is what I want to first say. You've had a fantastic 4 years here at Madison Southern.
Thank you.
You got to be excited.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. We're in a great part of our season right now. You know, we're 5-0. We're playing really well, like I'm sure Coach Clark has said.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're getting a lot of attention at our school, our team.
Yes.
And we've worked hard for it. And we're just trying to make the most of our opportunity. And, you know, we're just looking to do some great things.
Yeah. So, did you make your mother nervous when you came out of the game Friday night with the cramp? I think you made everyone else in the stands nervous.
Right.
Did you make your mom nervous?
Well,
I'm sure she was like, oh my gosh, she's hurt.
Well, you know, I'm a bit of a mama's boy if I have to be honest. But, you know, the situation of the game, that had nothing to do with it. You know, just me getting hurt, period. You know, me and my mother are extremely close. So, you know, whenever I went down, I can imagine, you know, she was pretty scared. But, you know, luckily I was able to return to the game and, you know, we finished the game off right.
So your thoughts on that last touchdown?
Right.
I mean, you had 7 the whole game. So you're on your way to a high school record, of course, in the whole state of Kentucky, and we're looking at even national records. So what are your thoughts on that last play?
Well, start off, you know, going out of the game, I didn't know if I was going to be able to come back, you know, 14 seconds. Yeah. You know, some people see that as a lot of time, but whenever you're trying to drive 60, 70 yards to score, to win, you know, people can try to make all these different kind of plays all over the field, you know, might run out the clock, you know, like Coach Clark said.
Right.
But, you know, I came off with a cramp, and I had the trainers just kind of stretch me out, see if I could return. And, you know, I'm watching the play happen. You know, I see our quarterback just throw a bomb. So I stand up to see if there's any, because I couldn't see any of the receivers. And then, you know, our slot receiver, JD, you know, he came out of nowhere and caught the ball and just took off running. So I thought he was going to score, so I was getting ready to celebrate. I didn't know I was going to have to go back in.
Yeah.
But, you know, he ended up getting tackled out of bounds on the 1, and, you know, we called timeout.
Right.
So I went to the huddle. I laid down behind the huddle, you know, so I could hear what the coaches were saying, what was going on. I had the trainers come stretch me out, you know, as much as I could, as much as I could get before, you know, that final play.
And you heard Coach earlier say that's why they took that timeout. They wanted to see if you were going to be able to come back in.
Right. And, you know, there was no – I knew that it was something that I had to do for the team. You know, in situations like that, you know, I would like to have the ball in my hands. You know, it's not for selfish reasons, but, you know, I kind of like the pressure. You know, I want my teammates to know that they can rely on me to, if there's a big play that needs to be made, you know, I can make it. So, you know, coming onto the field, you know, we got the play call. You know, I knew I was going to get the ball. You know, I lined up, and before I snapped the ball, you know, we were in the Wildcat, so I was playing quarterback. I kind of reverted to something that our coach always tells, all of our coaches say, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And obviously, it was a big-time game. You know, it was homecoming. We were down with 1 second left. You know, it just seemed like the perfect time to make a statement play. And, you know, snapped the ball, and I just did whatever I could to get into the end zone. And, you know, luckily, our O-line developed a hole for me to get through, and, you know, we ended up winning.
You did it.
We did it.
And you had to be celebrating. I know the entire team was, and the stands were erupting.
Well, you know, it was, you know, whenever I crossed the end zone, I instantly ran to the crowd, you know, where all our fans were, because, you know, they're the ones that supported us through it all. You know, they've been in our corner since day one, since we started this entire rebuild. They're our support system. So, you know, just kind of going over to them, showing them that emotion, you know, that appreciation, that we truly appreciate everything that they do for us, you know, coming to our game, supporting us, you know, doing all these little things for us. You know, it was just kind of a token of appreciation, you know, kind of showing the crowd a little bit of emotion from us, you know, from the entire team. But, yeah, it was a great moment.
Well, and not only do they support you, but I think you support them as well. I see you at soccer games, not only for Madison Southern, but you're at Madison Central games. Right. You're a busy man.
Right. Well, you know, we're as an entire community, we're here for each other, you know. As much as our community does for us and supports us, the least that we could do, you know, not just me, but all of our players, is try to give back, try to be there, you know, for other sports teams or for people in our community that need us, need our help. anything that we can do to try to repay the community for all the things that they've done for us, we definitely try to take up the most of that opportunity.
Right. And I'd have to say you're pretty popular with the student body at Madison Southern. You just made homecoming king.
Right.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I just try to be as friendly as I can to, everybody that goes to our school. I don't hold grudges against people. There's nobody I just don't like. I try to be as friendly as I can. I want to be seen as, not only a good athlete, but a good person as well, a good friend, all those types of things. So I just try to be, nice and kind to, everybody I can.
Well, and obviously they know this already, or they wouldn't have voted you in.
Right.
Exactly.
I appreciate it, definitely.
All right, so let's get to the scoop. Everybody wants to know, you've narrowed it down to 5. Do you have a deadline on when you want to make your decision?
I had planned on making it in December, sometime in December. I don't know if I'll stick with it, but I've definitely been reconsidering based on certain things, the way certain teams look, my own thought process. So I'm not really sure, but I'm shooting for sometime in December.
Okay, and you said you're a definite mama's boy, so I'm sure your mother's deep in this conversation with you. And
well, definitely. This is just as much of a decision for her as it is for me. Wherever I go, she has to trust the coaching staff that they'll develop me as not only a player, but as a young man, as a student. They'll make sure I graduate with a degree, and just become successful in whatever aspect that life takes me. So it's not just a Damien Harris decision. This is a decision for me and my family, especially my mother, because she's what's got me to this point. So to leave her out of that decision making, it just wouldn't be right. So this is just, like I said, it's just as much of a decision for her as it is for me.
Mm-hmm. Anything you want to tell us about the shirt? I know you've told me off camera, but they're wondering, why is he wearing that shirt?
Well, you kind of gotta show off everybody, a little bit of everybody, because if you just wear one specific school all the time, then they would know. Yeah, so you got to keep it a little bit of a secret.
So you're keeping all your student body, you're keeping them guessing. So one day maybe Texas A&M, one day maybe Florida.
Yeah, one day I'll walk in with some UK shorts on, and then Florida shirt, Ohio State jacket. I used to have Michigan shirts all the time, but. It's a fun process, all these people trying to guess, assume where they think you're going to go.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Well, it is fun. And being in the state of Kentucky, everybody locally wants you to go to UK, and you've been to the games. You've been to all their games. So I'm sure this whole process, it would be, as an adult, it would be overwhelming. So for you to be able to keep your grades up, to attend classes every day, to go to football practice every day, and to just maintain what you do and to have fun with what you do, it's got to be overwhelming for you too.
It definitely gets overwhelming at times, but I don't complain. I know that I've been blessed with I'm extremely grateful for the ability that I'm blessed with. So I consider myself very fortunate. I try not to complain. Things do get tough at times. I'm not going to deny that.
Right.
We don't live in a perfect world.
When you have a test the next day.
Oh, right. We don't live in a perfect world. Any of us, regardless of how good our situation may look. There's always the bad that comes with the good. But like I said, I just try not to complain about it. I'm in a great position. I go to a great school. I've got great teammates. I'm a part of a great team, and hopefully I'll have a great future ahead. So I just consider myself blessed and just keep moving on.
So you got to be looking forward to this live ESPN game. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it's definitely good to play on national TV, but it's just another game, honestly. Yeah. It really is. We're playing a team in our district that's very good, one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky. So we don't have time to get caught up in the cameras and the lights and all that's going to be at the game. So we have to focus on our opponent and just focus on getting better and preparing for them. We do have a game this week, so we're not overlooking our opponents this week. But whenever next week does get here, we have to be 100% focused on the task at hand, which is playing a football game, not being on TV.
So you stay focused on football, let everybody else do their job and get ready for it.
Everybody else will take care of it.
Yeah, they'll get ready with the cameras. Yeah, and the lighting. Mm-hmm. So give us your thoughts on Southern the last 4 years.
It's been a great journey. It's been an incredible one at that. It's crazy that, like you said, it's been 4 years. I still remember walking into Southern my freshman year, as scared as could be.
I remember you at Madison Middle.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how time flies. Everybody always tells you, don't overlook any moment. It's going to be a blink of an eye, and then you're going to be a senior in high school. And, of course, you don't want to believe people. You want to think, well, I've got this. I can do it my way.
Right.
Things aren't going to blow by, but then you wake up and you're a senior. But it's been an incredible 4 years at the school with this team. I've made friends that I'll be friends with until the end. We've done a lot of great things in these past 4 years, and I'm extremely grateful that I got to be a part of something so special.
Yeah. Now, do you got any scoop on Coach Clark that you got to let us know? He's a married man now. He is listening over there.
He is.
He's a married man now. Is he treating you guys any differently now that he's got that female role, in his ear?
No. One thing that he always stresses to us is not to let things that happen on the outside of the football field distract us on the field. And so I guess he's doing a great job of doing that himself. Because getting married, that's a pretty big deal. He
during
got married,
football season,
especially during the season. I wasn't expecting him to get married during season, but
neither were we.
He's done a great job as far as not getting distracted, not getting caught up, staying focused. As he would want us to stay focused on the field. If we're having any kind of outside events going on, whether they're positive or negative, he's just being a great role model for what he wants us to be as a program.
That's fantastic. Any thoughts on? Do you like him being up top of the press box, or do you like him better down on the sidelines with you?
Well, whenever he was down on the field, it was a lot easier for him to express what I was doing wrong, or what we were all doing wrong. So I don't want to say that it's better having him in the box, but sometimes it can be a little bit more relieving. But anytime a coach comes over and says, "Well, Coach Clark wants to talk to you on the headset," you kind of sink your head and you try to replay everything you've done in that drive to see what did I do wrong. That way you can answer it before he even gets to it.
You're prepared.
Yeah, but honestly, realistically, whatever is best for the team. If that's for him to be in the box, that's what we want. And, we're 5-0, so something must be going right.
Right.
And, if we got to give the credit to him being in the box, so be it. But he's definitely, he calls the right plays for us. He sends them down, and then it's up to us to execute. So, if him being in the box is what's best, we're all for it.
Well, Damien, congratulations. Again, King of Madison Southern this year, and we're waiting on this announcement. So, we'll all be waiting. I guess we're just waiting. So
I'm waiting as well.
There you go. So you really haven't made your decision yet?
I have not.
Okay.
A lot of people always ask me, "Have you really made your decision and you just don't want to tell anybody?" And I'm like, whenever I know, you guys will know. But I have no idea right now.
Wow. Well, listen, congratulations. We wish you the best, and no matter where you go, you're going to have Madison County and all of Kentucky following you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks again, and thanks for joining us. And we'll be right back with Aaron Sipple.